March 23rd, 1998 at 8:15 a.m. in Buzău, Romania. That's when I was born. Today is March 23rd, 2018. I am 20 years old today. When I look back on my 19th birthday, I realize things seemed a lot better back then. I had a boyfriend. As of November 26th, 2017, I no longer do. I don't want to talk about it. I was going to makeup school back then, getting ready to become a makeup artist. A month later, I had to drop out. I've lost a lot and made a mess of many things in the past year and a bit. But when I look back to when I was 16, 17, I wasn't even sure I would make it to my 20th birthday. I was so depressed. But here I am. I made it. Things got better and then they got worse, but that's okay because I'm sure they'll get better again soon enough. Yesterday, I dyed my hair red to encourage myself to reconnect with my fiery Aries qualities of stubbornness, bravery, and determination. I was going for a fire engine red, but ended up with more of a strawberry pink. The smell of the dye still lingers in my hair, and when I see the strands in my peripheral vision, I imagine that I'm wading in a sea of sticky sweet jam. I get to spend this birthday with my entire family. My mom, sister, grandma, grandpa, and of course, Mocha. However bitter and wrapped up in my own problems I may get, I have to remember that their love, support, and acceptance are the reasons why I've had the privilege of being able to take a mental health hiatus from life for the past year. I may not get as much help as I want, but I certainly get plenty more than I'm entitled to, which is none. I'm not entitled to anything, and had I been less fortunate, my little trip down Anxiety Avenue could have landed me in a homeless shelter. But it didn't, and for that I am grateful. Although I know my family will always keep a watchful eye on me and make sure to pull me back from the brink of despair, I also know that I have reached a crossroads, and soon I'll need to find my own path. After all, I have reached my 20s, the decade of every human life notorious for being lost, found, confused, second-guessing most major life decisions, developing mandatory adulting capabilities, and striving to become independent, getting into serious, committed, long-term relationships that could, should, would last a lifetime, and any number of other things I currently feel completely unprepared for. I don't know what I want to do with my life, or more accurately, I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do with my life, but I have no idea how to actually do it. I also don't know how to use a washing machine or what exactly a mortgage is. I'm holding on to too much stuff that won't have any hope of fitting into whatever tiny studio apartment I'll eventually have to be able to afford. I'm holding on to childhood. I am lost. I am lonely. I am afraid. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to be 20. I wish I could go back to being 16 and do it all over again, but I can't. All my life I've waited to be 20, to be an adult, to leave the nest and go out on my own. And now that the world expects me to, all I want to do is stay in here safe and sound under my mother's wing forever. But I can't. I know it will be hard. I know I will feel hopeless and alone at times. But I also know that I am strong. I am an overdue baby who was supposed to be a Pisces, true story, but stayed in the womb a little longer so she could be an Aries. So she could be fiery, adventurous, brave, and exciting. And through my Aries stubbornness, I also held on to the best of the Pisces I was supposed to be. I am creative, compassionate, and an eternal dreamer. And just as I stepped out into the world a little late 20 years ago, I'm also going to step out into the world a little late now. Once I move past the fears that are standing in my way, it won't take long to see that the world is always worth it. Lost and terrified though I may be, I was born to live this life to the best of my ability, to lead by example, and above all else, to be happy. I don't know how, and I don't know when, but I know I'll be okay in the end and rise up from these ashes once again. So here's to my 20s. May they fill me with love and light and lead me home.